Hi y'all, I'm Melody, and welcome to my channel where I discuss fragrances. Today I want to share with you my love at first sniff, hits, and misses, so if you're interested, please keep watching. So do you ever just have a fragrance that you smell on a card and absolutely love, and then put it on your skin and it smells nothing like it? I have a list of those misses, but then a list of hits that were love at first sniff, want them in my bag immediately. So I wanted to go over those fragrances with you. There are definitely other fragrances that I grew to love or had to try them a few times before I made up my mind. This is just a list of fragrances that I loved and adored on the card and how I felt about them after trying them on my skin. I could have just gone with a list of the things that just didn't work on my skin, but I kind of want to keep it positive and share with you some that really still worked on me and I loved right away. So I'll start with some of the hits and then I'll share those fragrances that I really loved on the card but just did not work for me. So some of my hits were Marc Jacobs Perfect. I smelled that on the card and was blown away, and then when I put it on my skin I loved it even more. I have the bottle and I have a review, so I'll put that right up there for you to watch. Another fragrance for me that was a love at first sniff was Burberry Her, and I also have a bottle of that, and I do have a video for that one as well. That one though, I actually have more trouble with it now. There's many times that gives me a really bad headache, so I will go over to my perfumes and that's the first one I pick up and I give it a sniff and I can see if I can just tolerate it for the day. And if I can, that's usually the fragrance I wear because I really love it, but unfortunately those tart berries at the opening can really give me a headache sometimes. Another fragrance that I loved right away was Linter D. It to me has like this little root beer quality that I really love, and it smelled even better on my skin, and I really love that fragrance. I smelled the original My Way on a card and I really loved it, but when I put it on my skin it did something really strange, and it was off-putting. So later on when Intense came out, I gave that a try and it didn't have that same off-putting quality, and I really love it. So that's also on my list. I haven't purchased that, but I really want. Another fragrance that was love at first sniff was BDK's Rouge Smoking. I absolutely love that fragrance and it's definitely on my list. It's just a beautiful fragrance. I didn't question it for 1 second. Oh, hi kitty. Yeah, hi kitty. This is my cat. I got her in high school. She's like 13 now. She's a little bitty thing. Hi, kitty kitty. She lives with my parents now. See you later. So BDK's Rouge Smoking is a instant love. I love the cherry in that fragrance. I want that fragrance as soon as I can. Now on to some of the misses. My first experience with a fragrance that I smelled on a card and immediately loved and then put on my skin and was repulsed by was Dolce & Gabbana's L'Imperatrice number 3. On the card it smelled so fresh and so sweet and I loved it. The scent of watermelon was just so mouth-watering, and then when I put it on my skin it smelled like trash. All I can imagine is being at like a family picnic with all of my family and people are cleaning up, and some melon salad has sat out on the table in the hot sun and you go to throw it away in the trash and then somebody walks by that trash can. That is what it smelled like on my skin. It just smells like rancid old fruit. I have no idea why. I've tried it like 2 or 3 times thinking maybe it was mixing with my lotion or something, but something in my skin just turns that so sour. It's really unfortunate. I think it's a beautiful fragrance. It just really does not work on my skin. The next one is My Way. I mentioned before that I tried My Way on my skin and it really did not work for me. To my nose, it smelled like something like a baby wipe scent, or like a commercial hand wash, like when you go to anywhere and use a public restroom and they have that pink soap. It has that kind of smell on my skin. It's not completely repulsive, but it's definitely not something that I would ever really want to smell like. So I really do love My Way Intense, and that's the My Way that I would choose. So I tried the Marc Jacobs Daisy Oh So Intense. There's like it's a strawberry note in that, and so I thought it smelled really good on the card. But when I put it on my skin, I thought I had sprayed something or spilled something on myself. It smelled like curry, like Thai curry on my skin, and I thought that was so strange. So I've actually tried it like 2 more times, and I still get this weird spicy curry smell. I love that for food, but I don't want to smell like curry. I've asked my husband, and he also thinks it smells off. I don't think he would say it's a curry smell, but to my nose, that's what it smells like. I love Thai curry. If there was one food in the world that I could just eat every single day, it'd probably be Thai curry, but I don't want to smell like that. I don't have any clue why it smells like that on me. It opens with strawberry on the card. And I don't recall all of the notes, but it was just the strangest thing that that's how it smells. But that's just not one that I'll ever be picking up. The next fragrance is La Vie Belle Soleil Crystal. I've really tried to find a La Vie Belle that I like. I'm a big fan of Julia Roberts, and so seeing the commercials have always made me really want one of the fragrances, but I find them really thick and heavy. So the Soleil Crystal seemed like maybe it would be lighter and something that I would enjoy. And on the card, it really smells so beautiful. But on my skin, it's really nice in the beginning, but then it starts getting really sour and smells a little bit like rotten fruit. I don't know, there's something about it, I think the coconut, that just doesn't work on my skin. It does not smell the same way as like L'Impératrice did, like nowhere near as bad as that, but there's something about it that's just a little off, that smells kind of sweaty or dirty, and so unfortunately that fragrance just does not work for me. Hi kitty, you're being loud. Yes, you're being very loud. And so the last one on my list is Julia Hasegun's that smells so good. I love it on the card, and I even love it on my skin for a while, but then it starts bothering me. It smells, at first it kind of gives me the vibe of Bag Bomb, that green tin can with a red rose on it that's used for like baby ointment, but like slightly sweeter. And then as it continues to dry down, it smells like a cherry chapstick, like but not in a good way. Like something, I know there are fragrances that smell like that people really love, but to me something about that is just off. Like I can't get that thought out of my head, and it just is one of those fragrances I don't want to wear. But it's really just not a fragrance for me. I know a lot of people love it, and I've tried it a few times, really trying to love it, but I just can't get past that. What? Yeah, I know. I'll be done in a second, I promise. So, I apologize for the cat interrupting. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Those are just some of my hits and misses. I'd love to hear any of your guys' stories on fragrances that were love at first sniff and whether they worked for you after. I'd also love for any suggestions for fragrances you think I might enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, I would love it if you give this video a like and subscribe. I have a lot of videos planned for this next year. I hope you've had a blessed day. Bye. Hi, kitty. Meow. Yeah, I know. Hi, kitty. I'm making a video right now. So. Meow.